day everyone, this is Gino Pasiti and this is my report, which is the title is Objectives of Community Work. Number 1. Make the people aware. The main objective of community development is working to make the people aware of various problems in a community. It helps them to provide knowledge and to know about the main causes affecting their social life. Okay, make the people aware kuno is first nga layunin nga para sa aton community nga magbuligan ng mga tao nga maging aware sa aton or sa ila community. Example, which is nga need ta mag-attend seminar for the dengues para mabalaan ta kag malikawan ta kung ano ang cause ni kag para mabalaan ta ka it's good for our health kiti ang pag-attend sang seminar for the dengue. Okay, number 2. All-sided development. Community program is interested in all aspects of the community. The development is necessary in these places as a whole in education, health, recreation, and employment. It seeks the opportunities for the better living standard of the community people. Development is required in all sectors of the community. Ang all-sided development naman yung ang ini nga program is interesado gid para para sa kabahin-bahin sa mga aspekto like education, mental health, ubra kag iban pa. Example, ang ina nga barangay magpatindog sa community learning center, health clinic, kag livelihood program para sa mga pamuluyo sang sina nga barangay. Okay, number 3, motivate people. Programs are set up for the motivations of community people. Social organizers are employed in various sectors to get the community interested in working for community welfare and betterment of humanity. Motivate people. Ari ko na yung ginahingkayat naman na sila sa mga programa nga para ma-motivate, nga magbulig for community nga para mag-unite ka para sa tanan. Example, dapat maghatag sang plaque of appreciation sa mga nag-volunteer, just like cleanup drive. It's not about the plaque of appreciations but ang willingness gid bala para sa ang willingness mo gid bala nga magbulig para sa community. Number 4, provide equality. It gives equality to all people in territory, giving them equal chances and opportunities to bring their sources for their utility. So it provides equality in education, health, and other facilities also. Okay, the provide equality is ginasiguro gid ang tanan nga maging fair, patas, kag bisan pigado ka pa or manggaranon, dapat patas gid ang kinahatag. Example, patas ang pagserbisyo, patas ang pag-inganyo, patas ang pag-socialize. Okay, example, paghatag sang scholarships, summer jobs, or even feeding program. Dapat kung sino ang ara sa pamuluyo, tanan na may ara. Hindi pwedeng pigado ka, hindi ka katilaw, or manggaranon ka, hindi ka makatilaw, kaya nga amang garanon ka gani. Pero kung pigado ka, pwede hindi ka katilaw, sakit pag gid na iya kung hindi ka pwede kitaw. So dapat fair gid siya drisa, provide equality. Number 5, help the people to motivate themselves. Programs are made interesting to enable them to help each other. It equips them to stand on their own. They make use of their resources and make their lives comfortable. Ano nga programa naman ko na yung interest nga mag-enable nga mabuligan sila, then dapat ma-equip sila nga ma-stand on their own nga para ma-make sure gid nila ang ilang nga pangabuhi sa uli. Example, ang ina nga barangay maghatag bisang entrepreneurship training for people sa community nga ina para mag-aara sila sang ilang mismo nga negosyo or income para man sa ilang pang adlaw-adlaw. Number 6, change of thinking. One of the objectives of community development program is changing of pattern, style of community people. It gives new directions to change their mindset that will benefit them. Ang change of thinking naman ko na ang ginabago kuno sang programa ang mga plataforma isang minauna isla naman sang bago. Example binang paghimo bisang values information workshop para balan sa mga bata ang mga gakalatabo or para nga malikawan ang mga bisyo, not just like ang mga kabataan lang, pero ini para gina Japon sa aton tanan nga para mabalaan na kung ano ang mayo kag ang hindi maayo. Number 7, bring reforms. Such programs aim to bring social reforms in a community. It helps them in the eradications of social evils, which is the root that brings social disorder in their community. So, one of the community development is to provide them better opportunities to solve the problematic situation through reforms. Okay, bring reforms. Gina-aim ko no sa nga kuhaon ng mga malain nga ginabuhat, kag kalain niya mga pamatasan, kalain niya mga pamaagi, kalain niya mga serbisyo na bala ko no na sa barangay. Example, pagtupad bisang curfew, just hasta sa 10 p.m. or something 9 p.m. pwede ka na 8 a.m. nga para maging aware mabilang mga kabataan ka nga so ano mga kakalatabo bala subong kadagabi ng mga krimen hindi na madugangan ini sa isa ka komunidad. Example sa mga especially sa mga bayi gid man nga mga bayi nga daan di dapat to ka aware naman na sila nga hindi bala magwa ko mga 10 a.m. 10 p.m. I mean rather 10 p.m. or 9 kay kadelikado na gid especially babae pa sila. Ting lalaki yan maano naman na yan nila yan mabatuan naman na nila yan sa mga lalaki pero mga babae di siya. Ano na siyempre. Social justice, number 8. Social justice is another objective naman isaya ko na sa community development. It provides justice to all types of people. There would be no concept of rich and poor, but the programs would be for the utilizations of all. Yes, related ko di kayo. Ang social justice ko na yung hustisya naman niya ko na yung para sa between sa mga pigado or manggarano. Example, just like sa ano tawag ni sa subong nga mga sa recent nga nagkakatabo ng bagyo, mga relief goods. Di ba dapat pantay-pantay lang man ang hatagay kung bisan tigado ka pa or manggarano, dapat do ka amo ni bala ko ano amo gini bala ka pantay wala do ka straight gid bala nga kung may gatas da sa dapat may gatas man ang isa kung may Milo da sa may Milo man ang isa. It's not about nga barangay officials kada iya pero hindi niya pwede ya dapat ya tanan kini nga ang makabaton hindi man porket nga sekretarya kada imuhon mo lang niya tanan niya barangay kagawad kada pero unaon no piya kuligon which is no. Dapat pantay-pantay gid ang paghatag mo sa imo nga pumuluyo kay ikaw ang bilang isa ka kagawad do bali leader ka naman mo di ba boss mong kapitan so leader ka nga kagawad so dapat ikaw na iya ang kabalo para sa pumuluyo mo. Number 9, solve community problems. Different problems faced by the community people may be solved by such programs in the affected areas. The community also lends a hand to the government to help in their development and growth. Okay, sa number 9 naman niya ko na is ginabuligan sa mga programa ang mga community kag nagabulig man ang government na ma-resolve ang mga problems ang ina nga pumuluyo. Example, kayohon bi ang mga drainage system para malikawan ang mga baha. Di ba mo gining mga sa recent nato nga mga problema gid ang baha gid ya. Okay pa na iyang hangin niya kami ato pa na ang balay mo kung mag-ulan pag amo ginaman ang problema kang bahaya syempre kay hindi ka na katulog na mang dagsa ka pa nga. Number 10, create interest. These programs are working to create the interest of community welfare among the people. It mobilizes the people to participate in the collective work for community development. Ang create interest naman niya ko na is ginahimo ang mga programa para ma-motivate man Japon ng community na para mag-participate kagaw ng mga hilimuon sa mga barangay. Example, nabing mga sport fest, nabing sa mga liga-liga na ba na or community day para malapit bala ko ng imong interest sa community. Example, first man nabis ng clean up drive, dapat kung anong mga buligan mo sa barangay, dapat yara ka man para magbulig. Willingness sagid bala nga magbulig kay para mana sa inyo nga community, para mana sa inyo kag ba lang kung anong kakalatabo sa barangay nyo dapat buligan. Example to hindi man ang kung may mabahaan da nga balay bayaan nyo lang kung may ara ka buligan mo amo na siya ang create interest amo na siya ang create interest. Okay,
good day everyone, I am Samantha Nicole P. Balangaan. I will going to report about characteristics of community work. First is work together toward a common goal. The most effective communities share similar values and belief systems that cooperate to help accomplish one or several goals. These goals can vary radically depending on the community and question. A mindset that encourages teamwork and unity, it's about putting aside individual interest and working together. We can support each other, share ideas, and pool our resources to achieve a great society. Second, allow for freedom of expression. Central to developing a positive community is comfort among citizens when it comes to speaking their minds and expressing what is important to them. Individuals who feel encouraged to give their input about an issue, who feel heard when they do speak their minds, are more likely to feel connected to their community. Allow for freedom of expression is all about creating a space where individuals can share their thoughts, opinions, and ideas without fear of judgment. It is about respecting people's right to express themselves. Third is promote fairness. Diversity is abundant in all communities. However, among every group containing diversity, there are always individuals who fall in minority. Promote fairness is about creating a society where everyone is treated equally and has access to the same opportunities. Fourth is set clear policies and obligations. Positive communities do not set rules. Instead, they work to encourage community members to fulfill their obligations. This may include things as simple as attending community meetings or paying taxes to support the public school system. Set clear policies and obligation is all about means establishing well-defined rules, guidelines, and expectations that are communicated effectively to all stakeholders. Fifth is maintain sensitivity towards members. In addition, to feel heard, members of positive communities also feel as though their concerns are adequately addressed and that they are cared for by the community. Positive communities prioritize the well-being of every member of the community and address concerns in a timely and sensitive manner when they arise. Maintain sensitivity towards members is being considerate and respectful of others' feelings, perspectives, and experiences. It's about being aware of the impact of our words and actions on others and striving to create a welcoming and inclusive environment.
Good day everyone, I am Aquino Shavijoy from Group 1, and today I will continue to discuss you the another 5 characteristics of community work. The 6th one is celebrate community heritage. Ang kada long-standing or dugay na nga community may ara ini heritage nga nag-reason during sang ga-develop ini nga community. Ang isa ka positibo nga community, gina-embrace nila ang ilang culture sa pagpamaagi, pag-remind sang ilang members kung ano ang kalayuon ang nalabot sang ini nga community. The next one is promote interactions among members. Ang positibo nga community work gina-foster ang manami nga connection among its members sa pamaagi sa pag-provide sang opportunities sa kada isa. By creating connection, mas nagamotivate ang members para himuon ang ilatag sa tagsa nga obligasyon kag obra para matapos ang ilang community goal. The 8th one is elect leaders that stand by community values. Every individual naga-elect leadership sa kada position. Ang isa ka positive nga community work dapat patas or fair. Kag dapat kung ano man ang values kag decision nga share ya sa ina nga community dapat informed. Kag ang isa leader sa ina nga community dapat ginatake ya ang mga suggestions kag thoughts sang iya nga members. The next one is prioritize effective communication. Communication is essential gid or importante sa isa ka community work. Hambal ganit nila dapat ang tanan nga guma nagagihugid or nagafunction para padayon ang pagiging successful sa isa ka project. Ang isa ka positive leader sa isa nga community work, ginasure yang aware ang iya members about sa project nga hilimuon para mabalaan man nila kung anong mabulig nila para mas mapadali tapos ang isa ka project. The last one is make smart decision. Ang mga desisyon nga ginahimo sa isa ka positibo kag encouraging nga community work, primarily nagapromote sa kalipayan sa iyang mga members. Some situation may ara members nga disagree sa sini nga decision but as a effective leader sa ginaang community work gina-address siya ang ini nga agreement pamaagi sa pagpamati sang concern sang kada side until mag-decide sang final decision.
Hello, my name is Grizal J. Titakipan, and I'm going to discuss the 5 principles of community economic development, or CED, such as sustainability, community-based, participatory, asset-based, and self-reliance. Number 1, sustainability refers to environmental, social, cultural, financial continuity, and community well-being. CED involves analysis and planning to implement policies and practices that will make communities resilient for the long term. From the word sustain is syempre sige-sige or padayon. Si CED ang gaplano kaga implement or gina-apply ang mga policies and practices making sure that communities can thrive or lumago pagad for a long time considering the environmental, social, cultural, and financial aspects. Number 2, community-based means an enterprise or community-wide planning process that is on the common interest of the broader community as well as the individual participants. CED facilitates community control utilizing a grassroots bottom-up process. Of course, hindi lang kay few individual but ululupod. It's like working together as a team to achieve a common goal. Then, ang grassroots bottom-up process is where ideas and initiatives halin sa community itself rather than from above. So, number 3, participatory. From the noun participate, to take part or actively involved in something. So, participation in CED is by a broad and diverse range of community project members in terms of class, age, culture, gender, and ability. Syempre, broad or diverse means the inlain ng mga individuals and of course, unique in their own capability and ideas. CED invites and ensures active and inclusive participation in planning and implementation of strategies. So, everyone's voice is heard, mabatian, makaintra sa mga plano or mga strategies, and everyone contributes. And number 4, asset base. In CED, the resources, talents, and abilities of the community form the foundation for planning and developing projects. CED builds on local community resources and assets as well as meeting needs. Asset base and CED amo na siya mga local resources, talents, and abilities. These resources ang makitaan sa community is of course ginagamit sa planning kag mga developing projects so that makabuild pasang strong communities. It's like recognizing the hidden gems in our neighborhood and using them to create something amazing. And amo na siya si asset base. Number 5, self-reliance. CED reduces economic dependence of communities by analyzing the flow of wealth and out and within the community. Identifying how leaks can be plugged and establishing trade links that benefit all partners. This means looking at kung diin gakadto ang pondo or where does the community spend its money. Establishing trade links that benefit the community means creating partnerships to the community that bring benefits like fair prices, mga jobs, and skills development. And now let's look into the difference between community work and community development. So, community work is done by groups that often use teams of volunteers to make a difference, while community development projects are broad and require sizable effort from all involved. With this type of development, the focus is placed on progress rather than programs. For example, sa community work is nag-volunteer ka mo maglimpyo sa barangay. Then, ang community development naman is for long-term. Long-term plan that community can fix its own problem as time goes by.
Good day, everyone. I am Mary Jane Delia, and I will discuss the importance of community work. Engaging in community service, work provides students with opportunity to become active member of their community and has a lasting positive impact on society at large. Community service or volunteerism enables students to acquire life skills and knowledge as well as to provide a service to those who need it most. Also, community work is important because it enables individuals, especially students, to actively contribute to their community and create positive social change. It helps develop life skills, knowledge, and a sense of responsibility towards helping to those in need. There are 5 principles in community works or community development. First, collectivity. These principles emphasize working together as a group or community to influence change and address common social, economic, and political issues. Collective action strengthen community bonds and increase the ability to make an impact. Second, community empowerment. This involves supporting individuals and groups to gain control over their lives by building their confidence, skills, and resources. Empowerment helps people become active participants in decision making and take ownership of community empowerment. Third, social justice and sustainable development. Social justice focuses on fairness, equality, and challenges discrimination and oppression. Sustainable development ensures that community action respect environment resources and promote by long-term well-being for all members. Fourth, human rights and equality and anti-discrimination. Community work uphold the right of every individuals, promoting equality and actively combating discrimination based on their race, gender, disability, or other differences. These principles ensures inclusivity and respect for their diversity. Fifth, participation. Genuine participation means encouraging and enabling all community members, especially marginalized group, to be included in decision making, planning, and implementation of community initiatives. Participation foster ownership and make effective community outcomes. These principles guides community to be work just exclusive and focus on lasting positive change while respecting the rights and strength of the community itself.
Good day, my name is Julie Nicole Bigavillanes, and today I'll be discussing the first 4 other approaches under community development approach. We have the participatory approach. A participatory approach helps to secure the ownership and commitment of the communities involved. Active participation by local citizens and other stakeholders aims to enhance both the quality and relevance of the interventions. Coming from its word participatory, amo ni ang mga tao nga mismo ang nagabulig magdesisyon kang magplano willingly sa isa ka bagay. For example, think of a situation where ginpatawag sa isa ka barangay ang mga tao to plan or make a decision about sa isa ka project nga ila hilimuon. Ginpapili sila kag ginpa-decide using their own opinions kag ang damo side amo nang ila gintuman or ang ila nga ginsidean. This shows that the residents participated in the decision-making process, making it one of a kind participatory approach. Second, we also have asset-based approach, which is the community development builds on the assets that are found in the community and mobilizes individuals, associations, and institutions to come together to realize and develop their strengths. Sa amo ning approach, ginagamit ang talento, skills, abilidad kag resources nga ara sa isa ka komunidad. For example, kay madamo sila kuno nga carpenter sa isa ka barangay, sila na mismo ang nag-will or kayo sa guba nga daycare center without anything in exchange but solely for the betterment of their own community. Third, we also have a community-based approach. It is where those who are affected by an emergency are included as key partners in developing strategies related to their assistance and protection is inextricably linked to both the rights-based approach and the survivors-centered approach. In short, komunidad ang ginapamatinaan kag ginaupod sa pagplano. For example, sa panahon sang bagyo, ang mga tao naghahatag sang impormasyon kung diin ang nabahaan or naapektuhan gid sang calamity para maghimo sang maayo nga evacuation plan through barangay or government surveys. We also have number 4, the area-based approach. The area-based approach or settlement or based approaches define an area rather than a sector or target group as a primary entry point. This approach can be particularly appropriate if residents in an affected area face complex interrelated and multi-sectoral needs. So, sa amo ni nga approach, ang goal is sa isa ka lugar, tanan niya nga problems, ang ginahimuan, plano kag dungan nga ginahimuan sang solusyon. For example, sa isa ka purok or area, may problema sila sa basura, kanal kag sa tubig. Sa amo ni, nga pamaagi, naghihimo sila sang isa ka particular nga program para mag-solve tatlo ka problems at the same time sa ilang nga komunidad.
Hi everyone, my name is Rizal Eximbiga Villanes, and this is the continuation of the report. Number 5. Community Economic Development Approach encourages using local resources in a way that enhances economic opportunities while improving social conditions in a sustainable way. Often, CED initiatives are implemented to overcome crisis and increase opportunities for communities who are disadvantaged. So this means nga ang amo ni sang approach ka-help sa community para mag-grow by using local people, skills, and resources. Also, ang goal yan ni is to create jobs, solve local problems, and para makabulig or maging maayo ang life sang isa ka community, especially na gid sa mga pigado. Number 6. Welfare Approach. The measurement of the level of protection provided by minimum income programs has often focused on one of two dimensions, adequacy or coverage. So, ang welfare approach amo ni sang gabulig sa mga tao para ma-meet nila ang basic needs nga kinahanglanon nila. Especially sa suporta sang government like minimum income programs. Example, ang 4Ps or Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program also ga-check ni sa sang two things, adequacy and coverage. Example, ang adequacy is the support enough, while ang coverage naman is are enough people receiving support. In short, ang adequacy is sufficient, while ang coverage is the number of people included. Number 7. The psychosocial approach looks at individuals in the context of the combined influence that psychological factors in the surrounding social environment have on their physical and mental wellness, and their ability to function, while spiritual development, in essence, is to believe in something beyond the material universe, and to develop an awareness of realities beyond the confines of time and space. Spiritual development is increasingly aligning God's purposes for the world with our story. So, ang muna isang approach, look sa at a person's thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and social environment to understand their well-being. It recognizes that both mind and surroundings affects how a person functions. It also includes spiritual development, which means believing in something greater and finding purpose or meaning in life. Number 8. Rights-based approach to development. It is an approach to develop promoted by many development agencies and non-government organizations or NGOs to achieve a positive transformation of power relations among the various development actors. So, amo ni isang approach says that every person has rights and development should protect and strengthen those rights. Amo ni isang ga-aim sang balance, power, making sure that the government organizations and communities respect and supports people's rights while improving their lives.
Good day, everyone. My name is Andrea Pirino, and I will discuss the 5 main strands or approaches in community work. First is community action. Community action on organizing is people who are negatively affected by decision or even non-decision made by the public or even private groups and the general structure of society. This means nga kung mga decisions ng government or private companies na kainain tao, natipon ang mga affected people para mag-join forces even nga wala sila gadisal. Kaya pwede man sila makaapid diyapo. The strategy aims to promote collective action to challenge social, political, and economic structure and processes. Meaning, mag-aubod-ubod ang mga tao para makwestiyonon and challenge ang hindi fair ng rules or system in society, politics, and economy. It also explore and explain the power realities of people's situation. Napita ang totoo nga real situation sang power kung sino ang may control, sino wala kag nga amo na siya. Through this approach, people develop critical views of the current systems and learn new ways to gain power and take action. Ang mga taong learn nga hindi lang sila magpati sa status quo, instead they find new ways to fight back or stand up. Second is community development. Community development emphasizes self-help, mutual support, and building a neighborhood unity. Meaning, diri ginatuluan ang community nga mabuligay hindi lang nga mag-isa-isa kundi maging united sila. It strengthens the community ability to solve problems and represent themselves. Nag-train sila nga kaya nila magsulbar sa isa ka problema kag mag-stand up sa ilang nga desisyon. It also promotes collective action to bring the community needs to political leaders. If may gusto sila ipalabot sa official, they speak as a group para mas makita ang ilang power. The third is social planning. Social planning is concerned with assessing communities' need and problems and planning strategies to meet them. This is the part where ginatanaw nila kung ano ang kulang sa community, like services, resources, kag ginaplano ang solution. It includes analyzing social conditions, policies, and agencies. Services. Gina-check nila ang environment, laws, and current services if helpful or indeed. It involves setting goals and priorities. Dinecide nila kung dapat unahon ano important ticket. It includes designing programs and mobilizing services. They create programs and bring the need services to the community. The fourth is community organization. Community organizations involve collaboration of different community or welfare agencies with or without government participation. This means online na ang grupo nag-upod sometimes sa may government or even nga wala para mag-work sila together. The goal is to promote initiatives. Meaning, ang goal nila to create a teamwork sa community nga maging mo sa project sa tanan nga effort nila. Service extension. The last but not the least. Service extension is a strategy that extends agency operation and services to make them more relevant and accessible. Diri ang services nga napadulogid sa community para mas appropriate kag mas maayon kag para ma-access nila dili-dili. This includes bringing services in the community and giving staff the physical presence in neighborhood. Instead nga tao pa ang manggakadto sa agency, ang staff na mismo ang gakadto sa services na dala nila para mas hapos kag hindi hassle sila.